Hello, my dear friends. I'm Anna Abramova, and I will talk today about a new shift in the planetary consciousness. We got upgraded, dear friends, and the upgrade happened on September 11, 2024. It was early morning, 1 a.m. New York time, around that time. The process has started, and its apogee continued for 3 hours, and after that I sent the text messages to my friends around the world asking, did you feel it? Did you feel it? The energy has been changed, its energy has been shifted, and I got answer from many people. Yes, we feel it. It's like when in the old days earthquake happened and people start to call each other, did you feel it? Are you okay? How did it went on your side? Exactly same feelings I had. Like I called my friends and asked them, did you feel it? The energy shift happened. We just passed the energy shift, and on our planet, entire planet has been involved in this. Not only certain countries, not only certain people. The happening was from the center of the planet, and actually it was installation of the energetical crystal of new consciousness on our planet. The waves and information for this crystal to be formed came from the center of our galaxy, passed through the sun, and it spread to all planets of our solar system to keep the balance, and it's kind of fitted consciousness on all planets, because we know the planets has a consciousness. The energy beings who live on the different planets also has a consciousness, and we as a material beings, and we have a body. We also got upgraded with the new level of self-representation, and this level of self-representation right now will be expanded on number of people who is able to be awakened and accepted and tested that consciousness level through themselves. Other people will feel like symptoms of some changes, and today I will talk about the symptoms and how it will affect the normal people and what is going on. Actually, I have to tell you guys, the activation of crystal happened on September 11, 2024, but the seed of that crystal has been planted physically and energetically, has been planted on 2018, and it was a long process. It was the end of February, March, April, and May. That time of 2018 was installation of that crystal, and many politicians who we know went through the installation of the connection with that crystal, and how they will unfold and adapt these new waves, new frequencies. It's up to their consciousness, it's up to their ability of the body, but the information has been installed in them because many of them went through the spiritual upgrade. Many of them went through the spiritual treatments, went through the spiritual protection plan, and everything has been happening on 2018, and right now that crystal, what has been planted before, and connections that has been planted early, start working through all that people. And what I saw on September 11, 2024, Installation happened through the early morning hours. Activation has been happening through the early morning, New York time, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. plus minus. You cannot tell exact moment, exact second, because it's a process. And what I saw, the crystals start to grow from the center of the planet, and when it reaches its surface, many people start to feel different energy, shift of the energy. And I also ask people about previous days, previous weeks, and many people said that they felt like energy shift started early. They went through the certain preparation, emotional, energetical preparation, cleansing process. And but especially on that day, they felt like something happened and peace came to their heart. Peace came to their heart, and it was much more deeper than we can imagine. Peace and love. Peace and love. What is a peace and love? First, let's talk about what is a peace and love. What is the love of God? The love of God and peace, harmonious feelings inside of us happen when the certain alignment, attunement happened among our body cells, among our atoms, among our organs, like an integrated system. Do not feel apart. You do not feel your heart. Where is it? On the left side. Your heart, your livers, your hands, your arms or head is different parts. It's kind of, you feel like it's a nosy organ which is yelling. No, you feel balanced, absolutely balanced inside yourself. All organs is synchronized with each other. Alignment happened. You don't feel like you have a separate pieces of yourself, your emotions, your heart, your spirit, your soul. It's like one, united and harmonious. You are in a present moment, here, right now. And you are in a harmony, and you do not feel the conflicts inside and outside of yourself. This is what is alignment and love, representation in meanings of God. In these moments, people can feel the presence of the higher consciousness, presence of God inside themselves, and they feel like they surrendered by harmony, God's harmony. This is what is God's love. And they also can feel it. They are in a spirit. So spirit connected to them without any words. They are pure consciousness. They can understand everything like in a present moment. This is what it is. And there is no conflicts. Absolutely. Just evolution, peace, harmony, and a certain level of enjoyment, but it's not like excitement. It's endless expansion of joy. Something like that. And such a peace, love, and harmony represents, and it's also you feel like you loved, you are accepted, you are one with everything, and there is nothing like outside of you. Everything you are is everything, and everything is you. This is the alignment, and why it's happened, why it's needed for people, what that is, such alignment, which came from this time, it came from our galaxy, center of our galaxy, and center of our galaxy represents such a consciousness to contain different elements, different levels of consciousness of our entire galaxy. So when such a unity, alignment presented, stable, and it's a gravitation force, when it's gravity to the center, everything is united. And then our galaxy can be like a whole without ability fell apart. So it's a united system, united organism, like a body. When we have in our body a soul, it's present in it. We do not talk about bad or good. Still, all atoms, all quantum particles, all energetical system of our body, all cells, body cells, all organs work together. Among all of them, there is the certain interactions that bind the system together, and we are representing ourselves like a united single body which contains the soul and spirit. And there is different levels, different kinds of qualities of spirit and different capacity of love, but still when the gravitation center is there inside of the body, like a soul, entire body is still alive, inner interactions that helps entire system experiencing the love. When soul is living, everything falls apart. So what's happened to our planet, to people, the planet has been upgraded with the higher level of capacity for love, the higher level of capacity for the integration, synchronization, balance, attunement. Do you understand? Like, for example, sick body always needs more love, needs more energy, needs more light, spiritual light that will ignite new processes for the healing, and which will bring new harmonization, which will align the interactions between organs, between atoms, between body cells, and inner resurrection, inner rejuvenation and regeneration of harmony will start it inside. The same process, same upgrade, spiritual love, spiritual light, spiritual quality, crystal quality, harmonization was activated inside our planet. And now we will talk about how it will affect us people. This new level of synchronization, attunement, and harmonization also affect people. In a level of bounding collective consciousness in a one energetical, informational organism. How I've been showed by spiritual teachers, by hierarchy, which sometimes call it's absolute, Father Absolute, which represents the Christ consciousness, because when new level of alignment, attunement, synchronization happening, it's like a process adoption. We got adopted by the higher consciousness, by Absolute, Father Absolute. He adopted us. We have been adopted to His harmony. And the way of life that Christian consciousness represents, and the way what He showed to us It's actually a way how to accept the adoption, how to let miracle of harmonization to be happened within yourself. And Christ showed us this way. And if you look at Isa in Quran, who brought the prophecy about this adoption, about way to God, and he leads to God, it's all about how to accept this adoption, how to come to united only one God. And I'm author of the book Woman and the Future of Humanity, Evolution of Civilization. The link on the book for the book will be under this video. Book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. If you have a card there, you can order from Barnes & Noble also, and it's on a Google Books as well. Book is describing how in a Christ consciousness vision, how all different spiritual teachings, Abrahamic teachings, united. We see many different positions in spiritual teachings, but in reality, there is one united consciousness level. When you unite all three different views on the same God, you will get a much more broad spiritual picture. And the book also represents consciousness, new consciousness for women, because women plays tremendous role in the last days when we're entering the heaven and when we're entering the paradise in our hearts. Also, I want to tell you that new consciousness is transforming us, and it's happening right now. It's happening in these days. It's happening in our hearts. And despite the fact that America went on new level of self-representation, as she's supporting the conflicts and she's taking America taking sides right now. America wants victory of one country and failure for other country. When you take a side, when you start to play the games of the war, what's happening? You start to play the games of the beast. Beast wants you to participate to any conflicts, because while you participating to the conflicts, your consciousness cannot make a shift to the other level and become a creator. Your consciousness cannot see the new solutions for our humanity, how we can build the harmonious civilization, because your life energy is taken toward the conflicts. And when your life energy taken toward the conflicts, it's hijacked by your emotions toward the conflicts, your life energy playing the games of the beast, instead going through the personal evolution of development and figure out new ways, new harmonious interactions. Think about this, new harmonious interactions between elements that represent united humanity, united collective consciousness. The way toward the united collective consciousness is inventable. It's done. It's happened on September 11, 2024. The crystal has been activated. The crystal represents collective consciousness of humanity and planet itself. Planet itself took the responsibility to present herself as a mother womb, as a safe place for the evolution of humanity. She took that responsibility. There is days and years for adaptation. There is still needs to lots of conflict process between consciousness of humanity and consciousness of the planet. The energy of the humanity and energy of the planet needs to be settled down. There is still some cataclysms on a planet will going on. Yes, it will, but it will not be at that big extent. So we also heard about comets that can hit our planet. Our planet took a responsibility as a cosmic consciousness. She took the responsibility to create a harmonized environment and protect planet's surroundings, planet's energy from any comets. So it will not drag any distractions toward herself, and it will start to eliminate the distractions on the planet. But it's a process. It's not one day process, because our collective consciousness is driven toward the conflicts. It's driven toward the trauma. It's driven toward the distortions in our consciousness. We not representing ourselves as creators. We representing humanity, representing itself as parasites on a field. Parasites never care about field. They came to conquer new fields and get the resources. And when resources will be exhausted, they will move to the new field. This what level of human consciousness today in a general representation. People do not think as a creators. They do not think how we create a harmonized energy ecosystem with the planet. Yet there is some movements along with the movements toward the conflicts, to support the conflicts. So on the one hand, we are talking about harmonious life. We are talking about to be green. On the other hand, we are playing the war games. So in a summary, nothing changed. It's like be delusional that you are doing something, but in reality, the quality of the consciousness still represents parasites, meanings of life. We still continue support the wars. We still continue play the games, winner and loser. Instead, to make a shift for our consciousness and seek for the new interactions that will create a harmonized environment among the people and between people and planet. Because when we do not support harmonized interactions, we are create disbalance, energy disbalance for our planet, which is jeopardize the position of the planet on its orbit. You see what is happening? And all previous civilization felt and disappeared because such a collective consciousness has not been developed on our planet, because the united collective consciousness it's only one step. Next step, it needs to be united collective consciousness in a solar system, and it needs to be united collective consciousness in a galaxy. So you have to solve the problems during your spiritual evolution, you have to solve the problems of the self-organization and self-synchronization with the bigger systems. And the bigger system of the consciousness is a consciousness of our solar system, consciousness of our star, consciousness of our galaxy. And you have to be like a peacemaker, not judge, like I'm judging you are good or you're bad. I'm bringing the harmony and harmonization, meanings, actions, everywhere where I can understand myself. And this is why previous civilizations experiencing the agony of conflicts and agony between I'm trying to be as a God, but I do not understand what it means to be God. And previous civilization felt like you see in the scriptures, people want to be as God. People want to be as a gods. But they still do not understand what that means. And like when you read through all prophecies in the Torah and in the Bible, you will see like often people misunderstood and cannot follow the harmonization process. So when I read Bible, and I felt like we are humanity who is going through missing opportunities to understand what God wants from us. He don't want us to be just the followers of the rules. You have to be good. Like in a future projection, we can see AI will control us and we will have to be good because social ratings. No, it's not evolution process. It's training dogs, trained animals. It's not evolution process. It's a training process. We have to go through consciousness evolution and understand why is the alignment, why is the synchronization, balance, harmonization is important. Now we start to understand with holistic medicine why the balance and synchronization, harmonization is important for our body. Now people start to understand. Unfortunately, also, they start to see the body as the only resource for the energy to execute egoistic goals. The goals also has to be aligned with the life meanings. You cannot put a goal ahead of yourself which is destroying your life. Human life is important. It has a value. To use this life experience to evolve to God's consciousness, to figure out how to create harmonization processes. And based on that processes, because if you harmonize something, it became the base for your next step of evolution. You can count on this. But if you are looking for your dreams like only to be a ruler, to achieve only financial goals, and you are using your body as an exploiter, your body is slave and your life is a slave for the goals, egoistic goals, but trying to achieve such a goal, you're not achieving anything for yourself. You're not evolving. You are chasing like a squirrel in a circle, and that's it. And when new consciousness start to unfold, and it's still happening. The installation is continuing. I'm talking to you to help you to adapt to this process of the installation and activation of this crystal. And I'm helping to you, dear people, to start to understand what is going on with yourselves these days. Because the activation of this new consciousness can take the healing process, like you will start to experiencing old traumas, old pain, and you would want it to heal it. You would want it to heal some agonies inside yourself, and you will feel that old trauma or new trauma, or you will feel like you have to make changes to your life, but you do not know where to go and how to deal with it. I'm also providing the personal consultations. You will find them on my website. The website will be under this video. I'm the founder of organization Women of Harmonious Civilization. Website www.womenofnewera.com. And if you need some help, I will be happy to help you. But right now I want to move toward the explanation of what to expect. So what to expect in the future, and what this actual activation of crystal, which contains the level of consciousness for harmonization, attunement, and integration, because we are integrating ourselves into the harmony of galaxy, cosmos harmony of our galaxy and solar system. Because on a physical level, you can see how everything is organized in a system. Everything is balanced. If any shift will happen, like just imagine one planet change a little bit its orbit, it will affect the entire solar system, right? It will affect our oceans. It will affect everything. The shift will happen everywhere, at any planet, and it jeopardizing and it will put in a danger the existing life, especially on our planet. And harmonization and stabilization, attunement of all systems, even on a galactic level, is much more important. You see, it's like, imagine the cosmic computer that supports each small portion of the galaxy, and if anything went wrong, it will affect so many other lives. And the responsibility for attunement, harmonization, synchronization, it's a spiritual work. It's a higher level of consciousness, whereas we're going as a developed collective consciousness. We have to take a new responsibilities for the alignments, for harmonization. And for that level of consciousness and responsibility, we cannot contain any conflicts. We have to be as a creators. We have to create as a nations. We have to create a harmonious interactions. Like in a healthy body, the interactions between different aspects, different organs has to be harmonized. The similar things needs to be happening among humanity. And planet already took the responsibility for us to bring this level of harmonization the planet. Can you imagine? Not us. Yes, of course, it was us as well, because so many different spiritual teachers, masters, has been working on a planet toward the harmonization. Yes, it's a collective work, and so many people, they gave their permission to planet, and they came to agreement, to spiritual agreement. We are ready. We are ready to help. We are ready to help to our consciousness, to collective consciousness, and we are ready to help the planetary alignment, attunement, synchronization, and harmonization. So many teachers took this responsibility early, and it's not written agreement, it's an agreement in our hearts, which has much more value than any written agreements. It's like your life purpose, because you understand through this development you will evolve as a master, as a spiritual creator. You will graduate at the next level of spiritual consciousness. So many teachers gave permission to this agreement inside themselves by asking, I want to see God, I want to understand God, I want to understand how He works, I want to understand, I want to feel His presence, I want to understand what is a spiritual evolution means. By asking that question toward higher consciousness, God, we gave this agreement to get the answer, and we gave the agreement to experience the answer in our life. Are you ready to amazing information? Now you can keep your consciousness, local consciousness, your representation, like you are Paul, you are Kristen, you are Natasha, you are local consciousness with ability to expand yourself and experience global consciousness of collective representation of humanity and planet itself altogether. So what's going on? It means we all will have one immune system, first thing. Secondary thing, we all will have united subconsciousness. What does it mean? United subconsciousness. I will tell you, your mind can think about science, word problems, can think about what to cook, about your kids, about your loved one, about work, about road while you're driving. But some subconsciousness of your body is connected to your mind through biology of your body. For example, you can think about something good and perfect in your life, but if your body starts to get sick, you will start to get some feelings, something wrong. It's not completely sick yet, but you already feel some frequencies, like I feel some pain. Pain is not strong yet to concentrate on that, but you already have a feelings. Or it's already strong pain. Or when you hit your finger, you consciously try do not think about that pain. But through subconsciousness, you are getting the signals about there's still something wrong. And now then you say, I can feel the pain at the level from 1 to 10, you see? And you have to start to think and feel it. Oh, okay, my pain is bearable or it's unbearable. You have to put your mind to figure out how bad that is. But subconsciousness still sending the signals to your mind. It's there, it's there, it's there. Please acknowledge, please fix me. It's there. And when you're ignoring the pain, you start to feel kind of level of depression, like I need help, I need help, I need help. And now imagine we all have a same level of subconsciousness. I always assume that we will get first same level of consciousness like reasonable people, spiritual reasonable people. No, I was so surprised how hierarchy solved the problem. They went through subconsciousness. They bound entire humanity through the subconsciousness. And now when you will start to think that person, bad person, we need to send the rockets to conquer that person. But that country, that people already part of your subconsciousness. And when you send the rockets there, I'm talking right now to every country, not only to Americans, not only to Ukrainians or to Russians, because there is people still planning the conflicts. Israel, there is lots of planned conflicts in Europe, which you still do not understand, but I can feel it. I already can feel it, because same subconsciousness. It became much more stronger. And you can think, dear people, you will be right, you will be stronger. But by killing other people, you will get this noise and pain and depression inside yourself, because part of your bodies, collective body of humanity is struggling, is dying. And everything will come to your mind. And many people who is not ready to face this reality, new reality, through eyes of God, through heart which contains light of God, love of God, they will try to peddle this situation. They will try to win, but they will go through the tremendous depressions without understanding what is going on. But you subconsciously, you will feel the pain of other people. If you using free labor of kids or people of third country, cheap labor, not free, cheap labor. And if you do not care about other people, you will get the signals of their pain. And that signals will go toward your body, destroying the biology of your body. And this is how the prophecy of the last days will be happened among the people. When people will be happy to die, they will look for the death, because it's so unbearable to feel the pain. They will look for the death, but they will not find it. Do you understand? Because it's united subconsciousness for the entire humanity. And if any spiritual teachers looking this video, you know how much work ahead of you to help entire humanity to adopt this new level of collective consciousness. It will be first step when you will feel the pain of human beings all over the world, especially if you contributing to the pain of other people. This is how it will work. same subconsciousness. And next level, we will step in the subconsciousness of the planet. When we exhausting its energy resources, energy beings who lives inside our planet and who is responsible for development of the planetary resources like a coal, oil, and others. They are responsible for developing, they are producing, they create the processes for these planetary resources to be developed. And when we exhausted that resources, we bring pain to them. There is underworld consciousness beings, and they're responsible to create these resources, and these resources needed for the planet as vitamins, as nutrition for the planet, to keep herself on a correct, balanced position of the orbit, planet's orbit. And that creatures, entities who lives inside the planet, they have to work more and more, because we're taking their energy, we're taking the planet's resources. They have to take our energy, emotional energy. And this is how we became in the agony of struggling for something. Like we feel we don't have enough resources to love, we don't have enough resources to evolve as a consciousness beings, because underworld beings, they are working toward planetary harmonization. They are working, it's their life job, there's their life purpose to provide these resources as a bees working hard to create a honey. That entities creates a planetary resources which needed for planet to keep its balance, orbit, position. And next step of our evolution, working toward in united, harmonized interaction with these entities, with these consciousness beings on our planet, and help them to produce the resources of our planet. And on my website, under the technologies, architectural technologies, you can read about the solution. There is the solution. How we can be collective developed, spiritually evolved beings on this planet. Spiritually and of course intellectually, because without new technologies we will not be able to achieve the right interactions. Please read it. There is the solution, but in order to achieve that solution we have to solve the problems about the conflicts among the countries. And anyone who supports the conflicts among people, among the countries, and who creates these conflicts, they are supporting or they driven by certain level of cosmic consciousness who represent themselves as a parasites. And parasites think about only how to exhaust the field, take the resources, and that's it. They will move on to the next planet, contaminate that planet with the lower consciousness, and try to conquer their beings, dead beings, and get the resources out. And that's it. They have no any other plans, but they have a rule, cosmic rule, that inhabitants of the planet has to be agree to give away their lives. They have to be agree, do not understand what is going on around. They have to be agree that they are nobody, just the followers of the rules. It's an inner agreement. I don't need anything. I'm not in the politics. I don't want to know anything about the politics. I'm not a spiritual. I don't want to know anything about spiritual. I just want my house. I have a good bank account. I have a work. I want to have a good education for my kids. I want to have this car, all material things. But if you want all that stuff, you are signing the agreement. I am nobody. I'm chasing the material world. I do not consider myself as a creator, as evolving consciousness. I'm just follower of the rules. And I don't care who create and how they create these rules. And I even do not care what meanings lays under that rules. Do you understand? I'm sorry for my English language. It's a second language for me, but it should not stop me. It should not stop me talk to you, show you the real reality, what is going on. Because I'm the rarest person on a planet who can understand all these processes and kind of bring them all together and create this understandable system, what is going on in this world and what is the next our step for the consciousness development and consciousness achievement. And I really looking for the people to work with to discuss these issues, to move forward. And I create the website Women of Harmonious Civilization. You can find my books also on this website, and there is the link to the community on Telegram channel. Join this community. We will start to develop ourselves, because right now there are only few people right now, but we need to move forward as a consciousness women movement and empower ourselves as a mothers of harmonious civilization, because lots of energy, feminine energy is unfolding these days on this planet. To be a mother, to be a woman, it means to contain in our body meanings of harmonious space, harmonious womb for development of one or two or twins, triples for the kids, right? But women contain life meanings. Women subconsciously know how to tune to harmonization. We have these feelings by default. We have been designed like that. Men doesn't have, because they have different consciousness level toward their self-representation, toward the to be a winner. But now we have to redirect idea to be the winner toward the consciousness and spiritual evolution. Consciousness, spiritual evolution. We have to win consciousness, spiritual evolution and bring new development to our planet. This is our goals. I'm Anna Abramova. All information under this video, the links, my contact information for my personal consultations. And I hope we will work together. I hope we will figure out how to thrive on this planet, not suffer, thrive on this planet. I wish you all the best.